It's your boy Ty G back for another gem to drop. Just want to say prayers for anybody who's watching this. I appreciate you. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And the subject for today's video is going to be, why do we need materialistic things? And we know why we need it, right? And the reason why I bring up this question is because as we go into this new year, we're only 16 days in and we see more and more talks about consumerism. What's the next thing? The next iPhone, the next car. There's always new things that are coming out, right? And we see it every year, right? How there's always something new for us to buy. There's always something new for us to get. There's always something new that a corporation comes out with that you have to get this year. And the reason why I bring it up is because we as humans in human nature, we buy these items, whether that might be luxury cars, whether that might be going on luxury vacations, whether that might be buying luxury clothes, whatever it may be, we go and seek these materialistic items that we can't bring with us when we pass away because we think that we garner some sort of respect, some sort of admiration from somebody else when they see us with these expensive items, right? When you see somebody driving around in a Ferrari, and you say, man, I wish I had that car. The reason why you wish you had that car is because you're imagining the looks that you might get from somebody else, the respect that you might get from somebody else, that you're driving a $250,000 car, a $300,000 car, the fact that you might have a $500,000 home, $1 million home. There's things that people do and people go ahead and buy and people go ahead and consume because to them they know that they're going to get somebody else's respect. They're going to get other people's respect for it. Or we think that, right? But for the most choice, if you think about somebody who's driving a Ferrari, or when's the last time you saw them, I doubt you cared about the fact that they drove a Ferrari. You cared more the fact of you imagining yourself in there and how you think it would have garnered you some respect or you some admiration or you some sort of status that people would now listen to you because you have the materialistic item that others don't have. And we all do it, no matter who we are, right? We all do it. We all seek something to show that we have some sort of high ground or some sort of status in consumerism. We're seeking that respect. We're not seeking respect from the necessary work that we might be putting in that can provide value to others. We're seeking respect from the materialistic items because we think they bring value to our life. Yeah, don't get me wrong, some things might make it easier for you in life. It might make it better, but it doesn't make you better. It doesn't mean that you garner some sort of respect, and people pride themselves on that. Look at luxury brands of cars. Mercedes-Benz, BMW, Porsche, Ferrari, Lamborghini. The immediate connection that we make when people have these sort of vehicles is, oh, they might be rich. They might be making lots of income. They have money in the bank. But the truth is that person could be a couple steps away from insolvency. One payment away from losing that car. And we don't know that, right? We have respect for them because of that materialistic item. Imagine that we respect somebody else because of the materialistic items that they have, not because of the character that they have, not because of the behaviors, the traits, the way how they treat others. We care about what they have, the materials that they have. Think about how shallow that has now become, right? When we look at somebody's social media profile, we look at what they have, what experiences that they've gone through, meaning where they've traveled to, what clothes they have on. Now, yeah, we understand that it's social media and it's a small little part of somebody's life, but those are the things that they pride themselves on, right? More and more, we stray away from learning and caring and providing value to other people and actually building an ecosystem and a society that can be functionable. And we fall more onto the shiny new toy that comes out. We fall more into our infancy than we do into our adulthood. More and more every year. And it's sad to see, but it's almost like a double-edged sword, right? There's going to be those who are on your side who see what you're talking about, and those are the people who care less, right? That's just the truth. They don't care if you respect them. They don't care if you admire them. They don't care about your opinions or your thoughts about them, because at the end of the day, they don't know you. They don't. Think about those people who do whatever they want to do and they post it on social media, and certain people, they might hate it, they might love it, they might have everything to say about it, but that person does not care at the end of the day. Same thing about somebody who does it outside in their life, everyday life. There might be somebody who dresses a certain way, who speaks a certain way, who does something that they like and that they find to bring them joy, or they find to bring them passion, and you're so quick to bring judgment on them. And we all are, right? I'm not saying I'm perfect. How many times on this channel, how many times do I go through this when we're speaking and say, I'm not perfect, right? But I understand this as I'm becoming more and more self-aware, and as we should all be seeking to become more self-aware, as we should all be seeking to do introspection on ourselves, as we should all be seeking to progress. That there's going to be a group of people that do not care about your opinion, and those are the people who are able to make it farther in life. Those are the people who have the mental fortitude to not focus on what everybody else is doing, what's the new trend on social media, or not even on social media, what everybody else is buying, what the consumers are seeking. They're not following that because they don't care. You ever wonder why people talk about, oh, when you see somebody who has wealth or status, somebody who's rich, you think it comes in designer clothes, in name brands, and then you have people who might be wealthy and they're wearing nothing near that. Now, they might have something small that's going to show off their status, but they don't care about the rest of that. They don't care about the opinions of looking wealthy because they have it already. There's no point of doing that because they understand there's no value in it. What do I have to prove to you? Why do I have to get your respect when I already earned everything that I got, when I worked hard for everything I got? But this is where the main point of the video comes from. The subject of the video is that there's so many of us who seek respect from the materialistic items that we can get our hands on because we care too much about what everybody else thinks. We care what my neighbor thinks. I care what the person down the street thinks. I care what somebody who works 3 cubicles down from me thinks. I care about what the person on the street who I just walked by cares about. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't care, right? But what I am saying is, at the end of the day, we know who can sit here and really make an impact on our lives. And the first thing we have to do is go ahead and seek what God has for us, where God is leading us, and not care about what the world is saying, right? That's what we focus on. That's why we go and obtain more and more materialistic items. You have one thing, what God says is, all you need is me. And you learn about it in the book of Job. You see in the book of Galatians, you see in the book of Corinthians, where Paul and Peter are both performing miracles to the Jews, before the Jews and before the Gentiles. And they're showing what they can do with Jesus when all they have is Jesus, when all they have is God. But we're here in this world where God gave his only begotten son who died for our sins, and we're here saying that we care more about the respect that we garner from materialistic items that won't come with us when we die than we care about building a relationship with God. And man, I come here to you to say this because when you're young and you're naive, that's something that's so easy to cloud your mind. Oh, you have respect because you have a lot of followers. Oh, you have respect because you have this nice car, you have these nice clothes, you have this nice watch, you have this, you have that. I admire you, I admire that. People don't really admire you, they just admire what you have. Because they think the same way that they look at you, somebody else will look at them when they have those possessions. It's not the clothes that make the man, it's the man that makes the clothes. So for so many of you who try to pride yourself and try to keep yourself in this bubble of, I need to get this, I need to get that, I need to get X amount of money so I can buy this car, so then these people can think that I am worthy to be in their circle. Man, imagine that. That's one of the most performative things you can do. When at the end of the day, we know who we're supposed to be building a relationship with, and that's God. The one who formed us, the one who knew us when we were in our mother's womb. Now, at the end of the day, I come here to you today to spread this message because I want you to know in this new year, and I say this to myself, no matter what I get, what materialistic item I think is going to bring me more joy, it will not. Nothing will bring me as much joy as building a genuine relationship with Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Nothing in this world is going to bring me that satisfaction. Nothing in this world is going to bring me that amount of respect that I'm seeking from the world. Why would I be seeking respect from a world that killed the one and only God? Why would I be seeking respect from the world from that killed a perfect man? Why would I be seeking to gain respect and admiration from a world that is lost? But all right, guys, I just want to say I appreciate you tapping in with me. I'm going to stay dropping off these gems with y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tap in. I'm getting out of here.